It's our last day here in Paris. Today is Saturday and we are finishing off Paris Fashion Week with a presentation. And right now we are going to the Burberry presentation. So I thought I would take you guys with me. So let's go. I thought it would be fun to do a little Hermes unboxing. Now, it's not a bag, it's not even, well, technically it could be an accessory, but it's not a belt, it's not a scarf or anything. Let me show you. How gorgeous is the packaging always. I got myself the new agenda for 2024. Now this is just the refill because I already have the agenda, or the diary should I say, you know, the leather pouch. Let me show you actually. So here is my diary. So I use this mainly for work and as a diary. So for anything that I have planned and all the things that I need to do. So this one is in black Epsom leather. And so this was the 2024 version. So it was called the Globetrotter or Globetrotter annual, so like this. And then I got the version for 2025 obviously. And I went several times to our store here in Lille, the Hermes store, but it was always so busy that I thought I'm not going to wait just for a diary refill. So I thought I would wait. And a couple of days ago we went and the shop was empty. So I thought it was perfect time to get the refill. So this time it's blue. Last year all the different details were in orange, and this time for this year, different details are in this blue like this. And you always get a little notepad like this, which I really like and which is always handy to have in case you want to, you know, write something like different ideas, different to-do lists. That part you keep it at the back of your diary. So in fact, let's do this together. And what I like about this is that yes, it's a pricier diary, obviously, but once you get this, then the refill is not as expensive as the original one. So it's not as if you're paying the total amount every year once you have this. So this was last year's design and this is this year's design. I think I prefer this one actually because it's more, obviously it's the orange, the typical orange shade of Hermes. And I didn't use the notepad much, so I'm gonna keep this one. It's even cute, you know, on a desk or on a small coffee table. And also, if you want to get one of these, you can also, if you want them to look after the leather, you can drop off the cover and then they can look after it, they can clean it and everything for you, just in case. Mine has gotten a bit dusty, doesn't have stains, so that's fine. But it has a few little marks, as you can see, but that I don't mind. You know, it has to live, it has to have a life of its own, if you know what I mean. So I don't mind the little marks. It's very easy. You have these two little hooks here and you put them inside and you put the little hooks in here. So you do the bottom and then you just bend it a little bit and then it goes in like so. Fresh start in March, but never mind. And here is the diary. And what I like as well is that you have like these different pockets if you want. And so what I like to do, I like to take this paper here and fold this like this inside, and then this goes in, and you actually even get instructions on here. And this is what they advise you to do. And there you go, all fresh. All done. And what I like to do is I like to tuck this front cover as well inside just to secure it. And then you have your first page, which is this one. And I like even the silver touch all around here like this. Great. And these I'm keeping. Actually, I don't really need to keep this, but it's so pretty, you know. There we go. And this is a note. I'm not going to show it to you guys, but it's a note that I wrote myself. I don't do resolutions on the 1st of January, but I like to do resolution either the day of my birthday, so on my birthday, or the day before. Doesn't matter, like even a few days later, that's fine. But I like to do new resolutions around my birthday because I feel like that's actually the time where I, in a way, like rebirth, if you know what I mean, or where it's a fresh new year for me and only me. And that's when I like to do these types of things. Honestly, I don't even remember what I've written, but I can't wait. So what I usually do is that I wait for the following year, basically. So the day before my birthday, for example, I will open this note and read it again and see, you know, what I've achieved, how I feel, if I feel like I'm the same person, if I feel like I've grown. It's so interesting to do that. So can't wait for the 6th of May or the 5th of May to read it. My birthday is on the 6th. These are my return packages. One of them is, or two of them are H&M, but one is from a previous order. And my son made me realize that I almost threw away a pair of ballerinas. You know the painted ballerinas that I showed you that I didn't like? They were in a box that was supposed to go to the bin, to the trash. And thank God my son needed a box for his project, for his art project. And he was like, Mom, there's a brand new pair of shoes here. So thank God I didn't return the package, and thank God he saw the shoes. And now I need to get the clothes that I've sold on Vinted, and I need to pack all of them, and then I'm going to the post office to drop them. I'm so glad because I sold this bag and I couldn't find the handle inside, and so I thought I lost the handle, but actually I never used it, so the handle was still in the box. So perfect. Always make sure I haven't left anything in the bag. Then jumper Isabelle Marant. It's funny how I know how to pronounce the names like in French, like Isabelle Marant, but because I'm vlogging in English, I'm like Isabelle Marant, and I even pronounce the T when actually in French you do not pronounce the T at the end. So here is the one, here's the jumper. I also sold this cardigan. By the way, if you ever want to have a look at my Vinted, because I do quite a few sales on there, it's rose and musk. It's the same as all my like French social media. I also sold this blazer and H&M jeans. Guys, I've sold my favorite H&M jeans. You know the ones that I told you about that I've ordered in a size 36 and then I wanted them in a size 38. So these are the size 40, and so that's the size that's too big for me now. And honestly, I came across a TikTok and it was a girl that's saying how losing weight can be expensive, because when you lose weight, when you're like in between two sizes, it's fine. But when you go from one size to two sizes down, then you can't, you know, like keep wearing your clothes and everything is too big. And when it's at that point, then yes, it can get too expensive. You have to basically buy a new wardrobe. Jackets and everything, I think it's fine. But trousers and tops, it can get expensive. These are the items that I need to pack. I don't know if I'll manage to get everything downstairs in one go, but let's try. I have a big Frankie Shop tote bag, and that would be perfect to take everything downstairs in one go. I've just come back from grocery shopping, and I think I've already showed you our staples, but I'm gonna make two different recipes and I thought it would be nice for me to share them with you. One of them is like a soup slash broth, but it's a mix of Asian inspired but very French inspired as well. The reason why I say it's Asian inspired is because I like to add noodles to my broth, and sometimes I even like to add like a hard-boiled egg at the end, and I feel like that's very like a ramen or something like that. So that's why I say that it's Asian inspired. Why it's French inspired as well is because it has a lot of like vegetables that you would normally find or typically find in French recipes, such as leeks and carrots. And I also like to add legumes. I feel like I've already told you about this recipe, but I'm not too sure. I can't remember right now. Anyway, never mind. And then I also add a bit of a tomato concentrate because it adds a bit of that, not spiciness, but you know, a bit of something more than just like a plain broth or soup. And I like to add pepper, like cayenne pepper, because I like it to be, you know, quite spicy and tangy and comforting at the same time and very warm. So that's what I'm going to make. So that's for dinner. And I'm also going to make a vegetable pie. I'm going to use the same base in terms of ingredients, so leeks and carrots, but I'm going to add mushrooms and broccoli. So I just went to the organic shop. I also got a few dates. Normally I like medjool dates, but they didn't have any, so I got these ones. These are from Tunisia, so they're smaller, but never mind, they're still delicious. I also got a few things for my granola, because we love granola here at home, especially for breakfast or even for snacks. Sometimes when I'm feeling a bit peckish, I'd rather eat a homemade granola than, you know, a pack of chips or biscuits or whatever. These are chocolate chunks. Let me show you. In fact, I'll share the recipe when I make the granola. I think that would be easier. I really wanted to try this one. So this is Macchiato original. It's made out of cacao, maca and reishi, and it's supposed to mimic a hot chocolate basically, but it has way more benefits than just a simple hot chocolate. So apparently it's high in magnesium, iron and potassium, and it's also a source of protein and calcium. I'm more here for the iron because I did some blood work last week and my iron, honestly, it's such a struggle. You know, my iron levels are always quite low, and that's due to my heavy period. And so I have to take iron supplements, but sometimes they are just annoying to take and they're not always easy on your stomach and on your digestive system and everything. So I like as much as possible to have as many sources of iron as I can. I also did a blood test on my vitamin A levels because I know that that's very linked to iron, because basically it's a bit like vitamin C. You need vitamin C for the iron to circulate well in your body, and you also need vitamin A for your iron to circulate well in your body. So I got that tested. I'm still waiting on the results, and I also got my B12 levels tested as well. So we'll see about that, but I thought that this won't harm in any way. I'm really curious about the taste. I'm not going to make one now, but I'm going to smell it just to see and already have an idea. It smells really good actually. I can smell the cacao more than anything, so that's a good sign. I might make one myself tonight or this evening, and if I do, I will share it with you. But you know, if that can help me up my iron levels, then I am a happy girl. What else? I also got a pâte brisée. What's the word of pâte brisée in English? I can't remember, but anyway, it's one of these, you know, for like pies and everything. I got this because I recently made this apple pie recipe. Oh my God, it's the easiest apple pie recipe I've ever tried, and it's the most delicious one I've ever made. Obviously, you could make this one at home yourself, but for me, it's easier to buy it already done. But otherwise, the inside is just apples, almond flour, 2 tablespoons of creme fraiche, 2 tablespoons of sugar, but I like to put coconut sugar. You can add a little sachet of vanilla sugar, and 2 eggs, and you mix that all together, and it makes like this mixture like that's a bit runny. So you take this, you put your apples on top, so you cut them obviously and you peel them, and then on top you pour that little sauce or mixture that you've just made, and you put that in the oven, and oh my God, it's so good. So when I make it, I will share it with you. I think I'm gonna make it tomorrow because for tonight we already have dessert. And for today's soup, I'm gonna add a little bit of a twist because we went to the fisherman and we got a fish. We got cod, cubes or pieces of cod in the soup once it's already made. And we even got some crab like this with mayo and everything. Oh, that looks delicious. So that's for dinner. So I'm gonna get into it now, and I'll share with you, and I'll take you guys along with me in the kitchen. We are in the car, the sun is shining, it's so nice. We just finished shooting this look as well as another look that I had for a French brand. I'm not sure when the look will be, or the looks will be posted, but it's for Instagram. So we just went and we took a few pictures. I even recorded it because I'm doing like a TikTok, but it's in French anyway. So if you're interested, I've shared a bit of the, you know, of the behind the scenes of being a content creator and, you know, like a fashion content creator. Now we are gonna head home. I need to look at all the pictures, select the pictures that I want to keep, and then send them to the brand. And I also need to do a few drafts of the stories because it's for a post and stories. And once all that's done, then I'm gonna send the drafts to the brand, and then once the brand approves, then I will be able to publish everything on the date that we'll agree on. Normally, I mean, I'm quite flexible with posting, so if they say, yeah, that's fine, you can post now, then I will post. But if they prefer to wait for a specific date, then I will wait as well. At the end of this week, so on Sunday, I'm going to a press trip. I'm so happy. We're going to the mountain. Now I have to be honest, I easily get like a motion sickness, and we're gonna drive. It's like a 3-hour drive to the mountains. I'm a bit nervous about that, I have to be honest. I'm not even nervous about getting on a plane, although I'm gonna be like, it's the first time in years that I'm gonna take the plane without Isaac, so that's gonna be a first, especially considering that I'm not really comfortable with flying. But since we went to Singapore and the Philippines, because obviously they were very long flights, I got used to, you know, being on a plane and everything, so I think I'm okay with that. And to be honest, I'm not even nervous about being on the plane, but it's more the road, because it's like a press trip and it's a work trip. I'm just so nervous, like what if I get sick, like on the journey to the mountains in front of everyone. And the reason I'm saying this is because that's exactly what happened to me last year. I went to another press trip to the mountains. It was back in February 2024. I got so sick on the way back, but I think I had food poisoning as well. The bus ride from the mountains all the way down to the train station was like an hour and a half, I think, and it was the worst hour and a half. Once I arrived at the train station, I got sick. Luckily I had time to go to the toilet and everything, but it was really bad. So I'm just nervous about that, but otherwise I'm really excited. I will take you guys along with me as well, obviously. I'm gonna vlog everything. Like, I feel so grateful as well and very lucky to be able to go on this trip.
Good morning. Today it's hair wash day. I woke up a little while ago. Isaac is still sleeping, hence the whispering. And I'm just doing my hair oiling. Right now I'm just massaging my scalp. I really want to give my hair and my scalp as well like some TLC. I'm not necessarily doing this for like length or hair growth, but more for density of hair, especially at the front. Over the years, I've lost a bit of, you know, hair density at the front here, especially here. Do you see that? Just there, here. I really want to work on that. The other side is okay, although my hair is thinning or has thinned quite a bit. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna apply some oil on my hair, but first I wanna stimulate my blood circulation by doing this. I woke up sick. I've been feeling a bit off for the past few days, and like I could feel like my throat was tangling, same for my nose and everything. But now I'm sick. I have a runny nose, blocked nose, everything. Congested, but that's okay. The oil I'm gonna use is this one. It's from René Furterer. It's Complex 5 Head Spa, Stimulating Concentrate, Strength and Vitality Essential Oils. It looks like this. And so I'm gonna apply it like in a few different sections and then let my hair marinate in it for, I don't know. I have an appointment at 11, so I can't leave it for too long. I leave it as much as I can, so maybe an hour, something like that. I'm gonna have to go in front of the mirror to do this. All right, so section by section. Can't feel the product yet. It's not coming out. Hello. There we go. Now that that's in, I'm gonna massage a little bit and I'm gonna tie my hair up. Not too tight, because apparently when you do this, your hair is quite fragile, so you have to be really careful and not to put too much tension on it. Honestly, I've watched so many TikToks about hair oiling. Gonna do it loose, and I'm using a silk scrunchie. There we go. And I'm just gonna leave it like that while I'm tidying up the house downstairs. And then I'll have my shower and wash my hair and rinse it off.
It's almost 6 o'clock p.m. We went out, we needed to run a few errands with Isaac, and we also went on a photo shoot because I wanted to shoot this look. Now, when you see it like this, maybe it's not that great, but with the handbag, the right shoes and everything, I think it's quite a cute outfit, especially this cardigan that you've probably already seen in my recent H&M haul. We went to Printemps, so we have a smaller Printemps here than the one in Paris, obviously. I went there for a few reasons. It was mainly because of the press trip I have coming up. Now, I was on the hunt for a nice pair of shoes, for a nice gown or dress or something, because we have like a cocktail dinner that's very fancy and chic and everything, but I didn't find anything. Same for the shoes actually, because they have such a smaller section and they don't have that much choice here in Lille compared to Paris. And last week we were planning on going to Paris, and I thought that would be the ideal time for me to go to Galeries Lafayette or Printemps and find some nice pieces, but we didn't end up going. I'll make things work with what I have already, and that's absolutely fine. I still bought myself a little something. I was also looking for a nice robe. I love robes. I think that robes are very chic and very elegant. Obviously it depends on the type of robe, you know, that you wear. If it's like a spongy, like a towel, then maybe it's not that chic and elegant. But when it's like a silk robe or satin robe, I love them. And I don't know if you've already noticed, I don't know if I've already worn it on my English channel, but I have like a long black robe with like a leopard, like proper, the animal, the leopard, like printed on it. And I like that one, but that one is from H&M and I wanted something a bit more chic and classy and everything. So I bought myself another one, and that would be, honestly, this is what I see a bride wear on her first night with her husband. I don't know if that's cliche or maybe if it's passé or anything, but you know, I could see a bride wear this type of robe with like the matching pajamas. I'm definitely not a bride anymore. We got married 8 years ago, but still, I wanted to treat myself. And I also thought that sometimes, you know, when I make content and I want to do like a look with you guys where I show you my outfit and how I build my outfit, I thought it would be nice to start off with something, you know, like this, which I'm going to show you. And also because we're going on a press trip, I'm not sure, I don't know yet if I'm sharing my room with someone else. So I thought, you know, that would be nice to have something nice, because honestly, my pajamas are made of old t-shirts, of like t-shirts from past summer, or even like jogging bottoms and things like that. At the age of 37, almost 38, I feel like it's time for me to up my pajama game. So I got myself this silk robe from the brand called Les Charmel. So this is the brand, and it's absolutely gorgeous. It has these little like lacy details here. I haven't tried it on. This was the smallest size left. I think it's a size 40. Yes, which would be a size 12. So this is definitely not my size. It's a bit bigger, but I feel like robes, you know, the bigger the better, the floatier the better. You know what I mean? Never mind if it's not exactly my size. I don't know if you can hear that. Yeah, I told you already this morning, right? Yeah, I have a bit of a cold. And so I haven't even tried it on, to be honest, but to me, it's a classic. I'm sure it will fit. Let me try it on for you guys. It's not long like the one that I have. It doesn't go all the way down to my ankles. It goes to my knee. Wow. So gorgeous. Look at this. And I was this close to buying, it wasn't matching because it wasn't from the same brand, but it was a silk pajama set, a white one as well. And the color was pretty close to this. And so it could look like a matching set, but I thought, no, maybe next time. Budget wise, it was a bit too much for me. This is the robe. What do we think? It's probably see-through, to be honest. Yes, it will be see-through, but you know, with the appropriate things that you would wear underneath, either underwear or just, you know, like the right types of pajamas or whatever. This is so beautiful. I love it so much. And I like that it's cream like ivory, like it's a very warm toned color, which is what I like as well. Wow, so gorgeous. So I'm so glad I got that. And that's the only thing I bought today. And that was enough. And that was good. And I treated myself. So on this note, I think I'm going to end this vlog here. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I, like always, have such an amazing time speaking with you guys, sharing with you guys my everyday life and taking you guys along with me to all the different, errands and things that I do. Let me know if you have any questions. I was thinking of actually doing like a Q&A, maybe not just a video, just like a Q&A video, but maybe like do a Q&A section in an upcoming vlog. So if you have any questions that you would like to ask me, if there's anything you want to know, so that we can, know each other a bit better, and let me know also where you come from in the comments. I would love, love, love to know more about you guys, where you come from, how you've discovered my channel, what do you do for a living if you want. Like, I love to chat with my community, like my French community. That's what I love to do, even in DMs and everything. So feel free to, share with me in the comment section anything you want me to know about your life. And yeah, thank you so much for being here once again. I send you lots of love and I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.